During this session, we'll concentrate on an introduction to fractions, finding more than one part. So what is a fraction? Fraction is a term used to describe a small part of something. One of the best ways to understand fractions is by thinking about cutting up a pizza. If you and your mate want to share a pizza, then you just cut it in half. Rather than write out half in words, it's easier if you write it like this. If there are 4 of you sharing the pizza, then you'd cut it into 4 pieces. This means you would cut it into quarters, as you can see on the screen. The way you'd write this is if you had 1 piece, you'd have 1 quarter, or 1 part of the 4 parts that are there. If there are more of you sharing a pizza, then you might need to cut it into 8 pieces. This means you'd cut the pieces into 8. So you'd write 1 over 8, in the same way as you can see 1 over 4 is there. Let's look at this last fraction, 1/8. And what does it tell us? It tells us that you have 8 pieces of pizza, and that you are going to get 1 piece. Therefore, you're going to get 1/8. The number on the top of the fraction is called the numerator, and the number on the bottom of the fraction is called the denominator. So, the top one is the numerator, and the bottom is the denominator. The line in the middle means divide. In this case, it means that 1 is divided by 8. Therefore, the whole pizza is divided by 8 people. Okay, so finding more than one part. I read a report recently that said that 2/3 of the vehicles on camp were unserviceable. There were 15 vehicles in the shed, so how do I find out how many were actually unserviceable? To work this out, I need to divide the number of vehicles by the denominator. So 15 divided by 3 equals 5. This gives me 1/3 because I'm dividing the number of vehicles by 3. Therefore, I have 1/3. But I want to find out what 2/3 are because it's 2/3 of the vehicle that are unserviceable. To find this out, I need to multiply the 5. This is the number of vehicles in 1/3 by the numerator to find out what 2/3 are. So in this case, 5 times 2. And easily we can find out the answer is 10. Therefore, I now know that 10 of the vehicles on the vehicle park are unserviceable. When the numerator is more than 1, you divide by the denominator and multiply by the numerator. In this clip, we've helped you to understand what a fraction is, how to write a simple fraction, and how to find more than one part. Now you must complete your workbook to help reinforce what you have learned. Remember, you can view this clip as many times as you need to.